Hello there, my very good friends. On today's wrestling news, we've got some huge Roman Reigns booking updates.
The Hardy Boys are the NXT Tag Team Champions.
A released WWE star debuts on AEW Dynamite.
And a WWE Veteran Re-Signs with the promotion. I'm Adam Wilborn.
And I'm Andy Murray.
And this is the news.
And the H today stands for holy moly, I was not built for watching 4.5 hours of wrestling before work on a Wednesday morning. But hey, it's a charmed existence. We're privileged.
Yeah.
Like I could be working in all days. That all days doesn't exist anymore.
Well, I don't know what that is.
It was basically like the Spar, but blue. There you go.
Okay.
It was blue and orange. That was my first job. Shout outs to the whole team.
Yeah.
The shop no longer exists, but shout out to the whole team. Anyway, let's talk about Roman Reigns and his booking instead of all days. Got some updates on plans for him, his roadmap for the next while. The next few months of his WWE career from Dave Meltzer on Wrestling Observer Radio. He was co-hosting the show with Andrade, and it turned into a shoot fight.
Okay.
That's the story.
Right.
Nonsense aside, he said, Dave reporting, that Roman is currently slated to be involved in the War Games match at Survivor Series. He is also expected for the Royal Rumble. Now, of course, he's going to win, isn't he? But apparently, now this part is speculative. He's not reporting this, but he thinks this might lead to the Seth Rollins match having a bit later than people were anticipating, maybe WrestleMania next year, which is interesting to think about. But I wonder if he means next year as in the year after the next, because next year would technically mean Las Vegas.
Yes.
And you could have him do that for that title if you wanted Roman versus Seth, add a lot of stakes to the feud. But we're also at the point with that feud where Roman has beat the Bronze like a drum.
Yeah.
And he's going to beat Bronson Reed again at the weekend. It would be nice to sit here and go, Bronson Reed should go over. He's not going to go over. Roman Reigns is going to beat his ass. He's going to go like 9-0 against these dudes. He also has some interesting things regarding the World Heavyweight title as part of this report, Dave, saying that they're probably going to do a multi-man match, which makes a lot of sense given the ongoing story with CM Punk, Jay Rollins almost, Jey Uso, and LA Knight.
Yeah.
They're probably going to do some kind of contendership match involving those guys to determine the next challenger for Seth Rollins. Punk has kept that feud kind of going with Seth kind of on the stove. He had the MJF line on Monday that got the internet talking and stuff. And his big hair, he's got big hair now. I wonder if he's been to Istanbul recently. I don't know. Let us know in the comments below. But yeah, so there you go. A bit of a roadmap for some of the important players. You'd imagine that this cage match will involve the Vision in some capacity. Cage match, War Games, the little match they do in November. And a lot of this kind of just follows patterns that have already been established on the TV show. And a pattern that should be established in your life is clicking NordVPN before you go online. Protect yourself before you wreck yourself. And with a click of a button, if you're from the United States and you're traveling to the UK and you want to watch your shows from home, you can do that immediately. Great deal, 76% off, 3 months for free. Back to the news.
Yes, really exciting news this. I think the wrestling business is better when Roman Reigns is in it. I think Raw was exponentially better this week with him. I know he came back last week, but with him getting involved and just inserting themselves into so many storylines. Obviously, you've got the match with Bronson on Saturday at Crown Jewel. There's a tiny bit of me that think Bronson wins that through Vision shenanigans to set up War Games, perhaps. But yeah, chances are he probably beat Bronson Reed. But yeah, look, the way he's got involved in this Jay and Jimmy storyline, I think is really intriguing. If you're asking me, I think the team for War Games will be the Vision plus Brock Lesnar.
Okay, yeah, Paul Heyman.
Exactly. Just as Seth Rollins, because I think he wins on Saturday as well. Just as Seth Rollins is like, so I'm the best, I'm the number one. Paul's like, yeah, about that. I've got Brock for War Games, by the way. And I think the team is going to be, I think it should be 4-on-4, nicer, cleaner. I think it should be Roman, Punk, Jey Uso, and Jimmy sat right there, John Cena. Because it just works for so many different storylines going forward.
I thought you were going to say Jimmy Savile there. You said
Jesus.
Jimmy Savile. I was like, what?
Excuse me?
What?
No, he's not involved whatsoever. But yeah, Roman being in the Rumble's interesting because he's going to obviously, presumably interact with the man I hope wins it, Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
They got a great deal of history there. There's also a part of me that thinks with Dave's talking about that maybe one way or another they make the World Heavyweight Championship match, which for me would be Seth Rollins and Sami Zayn, into a triple threat with Roman Reigns, because triple threats work quite well for them this year at WrestleMania. But maybe they're just saving that for the big Saudi WrestleMania going forward. But yeah, like I said, I think Roman has really injected some excitement back into WWE and Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, for sure. I'm a triple threat hater. I would rather have a straight up singles match.
Cleaner in it, yeah.
Yeah, it's cleaner. Can't argue with the quality of the women's match this year. Thought it was the best WWE match of the year. Yeah. That and actually Ivar versus Inamura from Speed. Very, very good 2.5 minute match. Awesome. I didn't at all like the Roman Reigns Rollins Punk one at Mania. I thought it was just slop. It was just moment. None of this makes any sense. It sucks. Didn't enjoy it.
I like that sort of thing.
I don't like Marvel movies, so there you go. That's what it was in wrestling form, to me, anyway. But yeah, look, it's Roman Reigns. He's a big guy. He's a big star.
Yeah.
He's going to be in the spotlight, and he's going to be I can't speak. Going to be doing big things.
I'd also quite like it if they want to go forward with the Jay and LA Knight and Punk thing going forward. I'd quite like LA Knight to be like, well, I got the pin for us in the main event of Raw. You didn't, Punk, even though Punk was the one who hit the GTS.
Yeah.
So it's going to be intriguing going forward. I think I like the way the three of them interact. And I did enjoy the back and forth between particularly Punk and Knight on Raw, because it felt like
LA Knight got eaten alive.
It felt like we've got a vague idea of what we're going to say, but yeah, have some fun out there, guys. And well, someone had fun at least.
Punk was good.
Yeah, he was. He's always good. He's the best. Right, let's move and turn our attention to Showdown that took place last night after, of course, AEW counter-programmed NXT. It was the NXT versus TNA show as part of it. You saw Ethan Page defend the...
I guess that's technically true, actually.
I think they had to move for some sports
or
whatever, but it's fun and it winds people up.
Yeah, they moved into NXT's slot.
Yeah. Come to our house.
For once. It's kind of true.
The NXT North American title was on the line. You had teams of NXT and TNA wrestlers going at it, basically. But there was a title change on the show. It was title for title. Dark State, the NXT Tag Team Champions versus the TNA Tag Team Champions, the Hardys. And the Hardys emerged victorious. Matt Hardy hitting both guys with a twist of fate before Jeff Hardy won in for the team with a swanton bomb. Interesting going forward, of course, because you've got that one final table match going down on Sunday at Bound for Glory.
There's only one table, and actually it's the last table you will ever see in pro wrestling. That's why it's built that way.
It's the unbreakable table. Shout out to Matthew from Botchamania. Good luck with that one.
I am the table.
Yes, indeed. So I don't know whether they're going to be factored into that, because obviously that was meant to be for the TNA tag titles. I really don't want the Dudley Boys to be the NXT Tag Team Champions. I'm fine with the Hardys.
That would be so funny if the Dudley Boys won that match.
But we shall see. But congratulations to the Hardys capturing, I think they said, the one tag title they've never won, which makes sense.
Yeah. So, I don't mind this. Look, the Hardy Boys, in recent years, they didn't have the best AEW run. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
But
didn't help with the start, let's be perfectly honest.
Yeah, well...
Oh, my brother's getting beaten up.
Yeah. And then he immediately ran into some troubles.
Yes.
Behind the scenes, obviously. So yeah, not the best run there. However, in TNA, everybody behind the scenes in TNA speaks very highly of how they've helped the company in terms of fans and bringing people in and working with younger people. And obviously I don't work there, so I have no idea of the veracity of these things. Is that the right word? I don't know.
Maybe. They've done stuff with Joe, haven't they?
Yeah,
obviously.
And they worked for Axiom and stuff like that as well. So, positive things they've done in TNA. I don't mind this at all, to be honest, because they'll just put someone over and they'll put they've beaten a younger team here, but they'll put another younger team over and theoretically they'll get a nice little rub.
No one would have bought Dark State beating him, especially with some of the start of that match. Jesus.
Yeah. So it's it's one of those things. By the way, we're talking about counter programming. Look, I'm sure, because people get annoyed, I'm sure that AEW would not have moved the show if they had a choice, right?
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it's something.
Yeah, because they're going to get fried when the ratings come out for this. They're going to get smoked by NXT.
Well, everyone is. Have you seen the SmackDown rating? Yeah. Oh, another record low, everybody. Yeah.
Leslie Nielsen dropping the big leg.
Can we sort this out? Can we just do it the other way and say, like, actually, we changed. Actually, we've missed a few zeros off this.
Record high. Yeah. SmackDown's done 7 million views this week. What happened there?
God, it's not looking good, is it?
It's crazy. This is a spite. We're shooting hard today, aren't we?
That's what we're here for.
Yeah, we're like the guys from Red Dead Revolver. So you are John Marlborough.
Yes.
And I
Spoken fools.
Wes Morgan. That's us.
Premier League captain.
No, he's
Premier League winner.
He's the guy from Red Dead Redeemer.
Red Dead. Is that the cowboy one?
Yeah.
I haven't played the second one yet. No spoilers.
Ah, right. Okay.
I haven't played the first one either, but I only just completed Spider-Man.
Basically, you're Clint Eastwood.
Nice.
And there's some cows, and you were a boy. Hence the name.
Sounds good to me.
Red Dead Revolution.
And it's really easy and short to complete. I can do it over a weekend.
It's really fast paced. Like it's like an arcade game, really. It's got no story, anything like that.
I will say I've played 5 minutes of it because I got it, and then I can't remember what life got in the way basically.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh cool, and I was getting used to the controls. And the first town you go into, there's like sorry everybody, but there's like a hanging or something.
Yeah.
And there's a woman there whose husband's obviously been, it's, a character in the what they called NCT or whatever it is.
NFT.
NCP, the car park. That's it.
That's right.
And she was there, my husband. And I went up to her and went to try to talk to her, pressed the wrong button, pulled the gun on her. So I just run out of town at that point.
Pulled out your revolver. That was it.
Yeah.
Game's broken. I didn't really get into Red Dead 2, but I'm a big Western guy, so maybe I'll try again someday.
More of a Spider-Man fan myself.
Miles Morales, you can complete that in like 8 hours.
I haven't played that yet, no spoilers.
It's like really short. Even you could do it in a weekend. It's like, it's good for.
Have you seen me play computer games, mate?
No.
Actually, you have.
Actually, yes.
Check out the one
Horror.
where Cy and Scott gets to play scary horror games. It's loads of fun on the gaming
Cy
channel.
White is an evil woman when it comes to horror games. Let me tell you, that was a spooky experience. And we played one that was like a spaceship walking simulator, and we're like, what the hell?
That was easy.
What the hell was
Nothing's
that?
happening.
Simple, yeah. A little
Jump scares, that's what we want.
Yeah, scare me, baby. Don't, because I'm a wimp. Right.
What else is scary? I have no idea if this is a segue into our third story.
I don't think this is scary, but Lacey Lane debuted on Dynamite.
Oh, no, not scary whatsoever.
Yeah.
Good news.
So she is the former Caden Carter, if you're not aware. Mercedes Moné had an open challenge for the TBS title on Dynamite last night. It was answered by Lacey Lane, who was Caden Carter, who was let go by WWE earlier this year. She came in, they fought for about 9-10 minutes, something like that. Pretty solid little match. But yeah, she answered the call. She had a little video and stuff. She lost to the Moné Maker. This means that Mercedes...
Came close, though.
Yeah, came close. Pushed her hard. Mercedes has been champion for like 500 days, which is a long-ass time. She's made 22 successful title defenses.
Is she... I think they said on commentary she's like 10 days away from becoming the record TBS champion, perhaps.
Good grief.
I might have made that up, but I think that's true.
Yeah, that'd be big. Yeah, I mean, she's going to pass it.
Yes.
So yeah, look, it's an interesting... There's no word on whether or not Lacey is actually signed with AEW. It might just be a one-off. Who knows?
I think she's done something in Ring of Honor, maybe.
She may have. I haven't watched Ring of Honor in a long time. But if you're like... She's not like a ground-up WWE person. She had like an indie career for like 2 or 3 years before she came to WWE. So she's quite an interesting case. She's clearly someone who's very invested in wrestling and loves wrestling and wants to keep wrestling, which is great. Because a lot of people come out of that system and sometimes they go one of two ways. Sometimes they just... You never see them again.
Yeah.
Or like Von Wagner, for example. I mean, he's done bits and pieces, but not much. Or sometimes they just start killing it.
Yeah.
We've seen that with Maya Shade recently. Is probably a good example.
Yeah.
The former Jakara Jackson. She's working really hard in the indies and TNA in places. Sometimes people just hit the grindstone. And I've always been of the belief that you never know what people are truly capable of until you see them somewhere different.
Yes.
So best of luck to her on her journey.
Yeah, mixed emotions about this because quite a few of us, myself and Michael Havlett included, looked at open challenge for a Floridian wrestler, looked at the date, 10 years to the day since NXT TakeOver.
Blue pants.
And thought, cool, it's going to be Izzy. It wasn't. But nevertheless...
Izzy's had like 10 matches.
Yeah.
Maybe in a couple of years.
It just was so perfect. But yeah, like I say, a great, nice surprise to see her in there in AEW. I hope this is a sign of things to come, even if, like you say, it is just working in, say, Ring of Honor or something going forward. I think she did a decent showing for herself in there. Best luck to her going forward. She, along with, what was her name? Casey Catanzaro and then Katana Chance.
That's right.
They were a weird release as well because I thought they were a really talented tag team.
Yeah, interesting. So, like, best of luck to all of them.
Yeah.
You know, they should definitely do the Izzy thing at some point, though. Like, the promo, remember me?
It was 10 years. I think Hamlet would say it was 10 years to the day since TakeOver Respect.
Good grief.
So it would have worked quite nicely.
Yeah. Or maybe you want to tell a story with that, though. Maybe it's more of a build. I don't know.
I think WWE's kind of more the storytelling promotion, mate. But speaking of great tag teams...
Stop it.
From Casey Catanzaro and Caden Carter. That's 2 different names that they worked under, but nevertheless. New Day. Xavier Woods is the WWE
Consequences Creed.
Indeed.
Why not? We're giving people their old names today. Let's go.
He has re-signed, not resigned, re-signed with WWE. This was reported by Fightful Select, saying that the New Day member was recently in a negotiation period with WWE. His contract would have been up September. That's already happened. But they were able to come to terms on a deal. No real surprise, but also quite surprising considering how much of a influential guy he is within WWE, that this came down to the wire. It feels like we say that quite a lot with WWE contracts, whether people stay or go. It is very much sort of, right, your contract expires in 5 minutes. Do you want it or not?
And then it's like a take it or leave it thing if Karrion Kross's example is anything to go by.
Check out his interview with Chris Van Vliet. I watched that yesterday. It's really good.
He's back on the scene, crispy and clean.
And Scarlett. I should mention Scarlett's really good on there, talking all about the goings on there and potential babyface turn that they pitched alongside AJ Styles that I thought was intriguing.
They certainly got the hair for it, haven't they?
Yes.
All three of them, tremendous heads of hair.
They do.
What are we talking about again?
Xavier Woods. Oh, by the way, interesting additional note that Fightful adds to this, because they're brilliant at reporting these sorts of things. No information on Kofi. Now, the New Day all re-signed deals in 2019, so you'd think, wait a second, what's happening now?
Yeah.
But it's the thing of each member, and Big E's kind of separate to all this, obviously, but they've all suffered injuries that could potentially add time onto their contract. So no word on that.
Yes. Look, Xavier Woods is going nowhere.
Yeah.
It's like, if I was to make a list of like 10 people who I don't think will ever leave, the New Day would be there.
Yeah.
Like right there near the top, along with a Rollins or a Brock, for example, because who else is, I mean, probably every company would book him because no morals,
Indeed.
no ethics.
That's the business, baby.
Yeah, that's how it works. It's pretty grim. So yeah, not surprised. He belongs there. He's had the best, undisputedly. Look, all due respect to Consequences Creed, this is the best run of his career by far. It's where he's known. Yeah, I'd love him. I love it. I love it when people jump ship. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
But that realistically, he's gonna have a job in WWE for the rest of his life.
Yeah, yeah, and I hope as part of this negotiation, you never know with these sorts of things, but there was a discussion about what the plans are for them going forward, because I think unquestionably they've kind of lost their way.
They made an ass of the heel turn 1 week later. Like one of the best angles WWE has done in years, I thought, with Big E. Like it was really sad. Like it made me feel
devastating, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was absolutely like crushing. And then the next week they're cutting crap you people promos with piped in big jeers. They messed it up. The storytelling promotion messed it up after 1 week.
Yeah, these things happen sometimes.
It's like R-Truth's come back. He's back. He's Ron Killings. Oh no. They forget about it. They forget about it.
But yeah, in terms of Xavier going forward, I think he was never going to go anywhere else, in my opinion. And there's still a tiny bit of me that's holding out hope for a singles title win for him.
I hope they re-signed his hat as
Kofi's done it. Big E's done it. Xavier needs to come on.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
he's king.
He's really talented. Yeah, he was king of the ring.
He can be king of the United States. Or king of the Intercontinental.
Shout out to Mega Ran, by the way. That is one of the most underrated WWE themes ever. His post King of the Ring. Bow Down, it's called.
That's a good job. We've got Death Rebel these days.
And shout out to Mega Ran and Xavier Woods. Lovely men who we've met on numerous occasions around tours and stuff.
I've never met either of them, but I'm sure they are sublime.
They are.
Everybody's
fantastic.
Nice.
Mega Ran gave away his chair from Clash and Paris at Sweet Chin Disco. Top bloke.
Guy.
Yeah.
Nice guy. Everyone you meet in real life is nice. It's just the internet where it's just online where actually no. Yeah. Probably shouldn't. Yeah. Anyway, let's finish.
Buy us a drink when you next see us, and maybe we'll tell you.
Yeah, maybe. Pinocchio is here. But
what's here?
Well, I can't remember.
It's great, whatever it is.
What did we put out yesterday? I honestly have no brain that works. Let's do some misconceptions about AEW that you might have. Speaking of AEW, Simon Miller's here with ups and downs later on. And then
on a Wednesday?
On a Wednesday. And we've actually got a review of The Smashing Machine coming out tonight as well. So check it out. In the words of the Beastie Boys, check it out.
Bye.
Gerbils. I like gerbils.